Go ahead, Uniform Kilo Hotel Group Mobile Stores and give us the call sign. The name of this is Jim and the delivery station is Joe. So go ahead, sir.
Right, hi everyone, Chris here, 2E0 UKH, out mobile, out in the car, playing drones and radios and stuff, and I've had loads of emails about people saying, can you do some digital demos on it? You know, because we did hear someone, but people wanted to see the digital features, and I'm getting them on a daily basis from all around the world, people saying, can you do, you know, you said you'd do some digital contacts, and I didn't get any contacts, but I did some demos, so here we go, let's try and get some digital stuff. And I just wanted to correct something I said in the video. In the video I said, in the review, I said you can't create a channel, although you can edit them. So playing about, I found some extra menus you might find interesting. So, menu, utilities, program radio, and there's an option there called create channel or add channel. There it is, add channel. So I'm going to put a repeater in now that's not in memory. I think the repeater's shut down, but this is one that's not in there. Not in memory at the moment. So I'd add the channel, GB3, what is it, Leicester, GB3 CE, I think it is. I'll just call it LEC, Leicester. So analog, add, I've got choice of analog or digital, analog, and I'll call it LE. LE, confirm. And it's 145,600. Transmit frequency 145. So it's made the channel LE with those details. Now, I thought, as I was experimenting a few minutes ago, I thought I'd be able to go in here while I'm in edit channel, because I'm on about that channel. I thought I'd be able to go in and alter the tones. So it's transmit CTC. So you can create the tones. So that's all we need. Input, output, and the tones. Now that channel, obviously, is not in a zone, is it? So let's put that in a zone. So zone list. That's the one I prefer. It's called a home. So we'll add a channel to that zone, the one I've just made, and you can choose which line you want it on, which is really good. So I'll put it on line A, and there it is there, LE. So confirm. Right, so I should be in that zone now, and I put it on A, didn't I? So, and there's the channel there. I think this Leicester repeaters changed details. I'm pressing transmit, but the light's coming on, but I'm not going to move the camera because I've got it nice and steady. So I've made a repeater. I'm in the car, I'm away from home, and I don't need the PC. So you can add channels, so that's really good, and you can put them in a zone. Or you can even make a new zone. So that's quite flexible. Now let's try and get a digital contact. So in this zone I've got a ton of digital repeaters. These are my hotspot ones. There's me being hopeful there I can get into that echo test in Utrecht. GB7LR, that's the Leicester DMR repeater. Right, Kettering slot 2. I've put MEM. I've done that so they're memories. And I can go in and edit these. These are all linked to my local repeater, and I can go in and edit one of these and change the talk group it's assigned to. So when I'm out and about in the car, I can go menu, utilities, program radio, and I can change the digital contact that's linked to. So if I wanted to change that to the 4000 command, no, I won't do that, that's a bit boring. Change it to 3100. That's now done. So if I go back out, memory 2, I think it is, should be linked to 3100. (2E0UKH) doing a demo call, just checking I'm getting into 3100.
This is KA9MOT, Steve in Macomb, Illinois, and you sound very good, very clear, and very good quality.
Okay, very good. Well, I hope you're talking to me. Can we just check that first?
Yes, I'm talking to you. I missed your call sign. I'm out in the garage, and so I missed your call sign, but I did hear you in there, so there we go.
Okay, and it's nice and loud and clear, because I'm talking quite a bit away from the microphone. This is a Retevis RT3S, a dual band radio, just come out.
Yeah, your audio is crystal clear, super, very, very good. It's superb.
Okay, okay, Stephen. Well, I'm recording this, if you don't mind. I'm just doing an update on some features I found on this radio, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine, as long as I don't sound like some kind of idiot. What is your call sign and where are you located? KA9MOT.
Yeah, the name is Chris. It's 2E0UKH. And I did a review of the RT3S, and I got a ton of people asking, can you do some digital contacts? So that's where you come in, Steve.
Okay, very good. Well, I'm glad I was able to help. We're out in the garage. My feed line to my fan dipole got clipped by the lawnmower when my wife was mowing the other day, and we're out here putting new feed line on it. Go ahead.
Okay, well, you're lucky you can have a HF aerial up. I'd love to have one. Well, I've got one, but there's no comparison to what you've just mentioned. Anyway, I'm going to say 7.3 because I don't want this to be too long. And if you type that call sign into YouTube, you'll see this. It'd be the latest video. It'd be something like RT3S update, something like that, Steve.
Okay, you say my call sign or your call sign?
Yeah, my call sign 2E0 UK Ham, UKH, and it will be the latest one, something like Retevis RT3S update.
Okay, well, I'm just having a little bit, because you're saying it so quickly, but I'm having trouble with your call sign. I think I got two. You know what, I'm just going to let you start over again. Just do it slower for me, please.
Yeah, that's okay. It's in a format you're not used to. I know exactly what you mean. It's 2E0, 2 Echo 0, Uniform Kilo Hotel. 2E0 UKH.
Okay, very good. I have it. I also typed it into my my little phone app here, and I see your picture. So very good, Chris, and thanks for the contact. I think you're the first English contact I had since I started DMR, which has only been about 10 days or so. So thank you. And with this, I'll go ahead and say 7-3 and let you get on about your business. This is KA9MOT 7-3, Chris.
Yep, 7-3. Stephen, thanks for the demo, and all your details coming up on the screen, call sign and stuff, and you'll see that if you have a look later. Okay, 7-3. Many thanks. Well, Stephen was impressed with the audio, so it sounded pretty good. I am speaking into the camera.
This is NAKIM monitoring.
That guy's call sign's not coming up because he's probably new or not in the database. So what I did there was I just went into this channel. It's a memory channel. I made a memory channel, ones that I can alter. And I went in there and I changed it from whatever it was to 3100. Now, if I wanted to go to a talk group that's not in, you know, let's say someone said, let's go to 222 Italy. My friend Nando. If he said, let's go to... I wouldn't be able to do that. I'd have to... But you can, because you can create the talk group. So let's try and do that on video. Just going to get off this channel because don't want to interfere with anyone. Right, menu, contacts, new contact. A talk group is group call. So select group call. I'll give it 222. That's the Italy nationwide talk group. So if I want to get through to the Italians there. Enter name. What's that? I think that's just the name it's going to appear in my list. So I'll also call it 222 because I know that. If you didn't know that, you could call it Italy 222. Missed it. 22. I'm being too quick. It's not saving any time. Right, 222. Confirm. Now you get this option for a tone. If I was putting in there a private call sign of an individual operator, you can choose the ringing tone. So if Nando in Italy if he called me on private call, you've got a choice of tones, so you could have a different tone for different people. So we'll have a tone off because it's a talk group. So we've made the talk group. Let's go back to that same channel or one nearby, and I'll link that to Italy. This is all on my local repeater. I'm not on a hotspot. It would just be the same on a hotspot. So utilities, program radio. This is where you can alter all the parameters. You could change. I could change this channel to an analog one. No, I couldn't actually. You can change all the parameters. So what I do is I put in some dummy channels. and I put some dummy analog ones in, and I put some dummy digital ones in. And you can change the analog to another analog one, and you can change the digital to another digital one. But as you just saw in the demo there, it wouldn't let me go from analog to digital. Although you still can create a new contact when you're out and about. Right, so let's, there's 222, so I've created the contact. I've now gone into that talk group, and when I key up, it will activate that talk group.
HML portatile 4. Sì, perché vi avevo sentito passare, ma eravate un attimo, non ho capito se eravate di qua o eravate sull'Emilia Romagna. Io avevo la radio sull'Emilia, ma probabilmente avendo la modalità promiscua attiva.
Yeah, so that's working well. I think he was saying he's having a nice day over there. Good weather. I ain't got a clue what he's saying. Right, let's see what other menus we've got on digital. Menu. So we've got contacts. You can make a contact. Manual dial. View contacts. I can look on the screen at all the contacts in the CSV file. I wouldn't want to do that, but there's 100,000 of them. We've got scan zone, utilities, radio settings. Just have a quick look through here. I mean, these are much the same on all these radios. So you got backlight. That's just whether it goes on or off, or whether it goes off after 10 seconds or 15 or whatever. It's not the brightness. We need a brightness on here. Squelch. Intro screen. Mode. That's channel. I've put a load of channels in. So they were channels that it's showing. If I put, it goes to memory mode. If you go to memory mode, they don't have a name. It's just got the frequency. So that's my repeater in the top line I was on. And if I want to use that, you know, you bring the line up and down. I've just muted the other one, the calling frequency there. So I press the red button, that unmuted it, and then you can go up and down. And if I keyed up, I'd be talking to Italy or whoever's on there, wherever I left it. Now, this brings me on to another interesting thing. Because I'm in this mode, memory mode, I've now got a VFO. So if I long press the red button, you see where it says 45, channel 45 to the right of this line. If I long press this one, it's now gone to VFO mode, and it goes where you left off from. So we're on A. I think that means it's analog. So if I wanted to listen on a particular frequency, I can type it in 145.000. So now I'm on 145. There is a step rate somewhere else. It's in program radio. And now I can scan off from this. I'm trying to remember how you do it now. Menu, scan. So you've got different menus now in the VFO. So if I say scan, turn on, it's now scanning away. So you've sort of got a VFO. You can't, I don't think you can send these to a memory, but you've got direct frequency input now, so that's handy. You know, if you're out and about and you don't want to program in a channel, but you want to have a listen on a channel, on a frequency. Right, turn off that scan. And let's see what else is in this VFO settings. I would imagine it's just all the tones and stuff. So it looks all familiar. Program radio. So, receive frequency. Put in my local repeater, see if I can. 1456625. Confirm. Transmit frequency. Transmit tone. It's a 77 Hertz tone to open it. So that's all we need, input, output, tone. Now remember we're in VFO, so we're in this VFO mode. And remember I'm in the car with a handheld, so I don't know if I can open it. Because I'm holding, it's got a rubber duck aerial on there. Looks like I'm opening it. I'll just do it off camera. But I did open it once there. Not in a very good location. So I've got this repeater made. Let's see if I can save that anywhere. Menu, utilities, program radio. So I've got the actual setup made. Now there's no option here to save it. I didn't see one. Let's just go through again. Receive, transmit. So this is just for experimenting when you're in the VFO. And you could do the same thing if you were in digital. Private call match and group call match is promiscuous mode. If you want to turn promiscuous mode on, you have to turn both these off. Found that quite confusing, said in the other video. So I'm looking for a way to turn it to digital, so there isn't. So I believe I would have to be on a digital channel in the first place. So remember, we're only in the VFO here, and because it was analog before, it's made me an analog VFO. I long press the red button to go back to the channel. No, that's digital. Perhaps it's only an analog VFO. Anyway, I need to play with that, but I didn't see any option to make that a digital VFO. I mean, you wouldn't want a digital VFO, really, would you? You wouldn't want to tune up and down and see if you can open repeaters. You'd want to create a channel. So that's about it, really. You've got in the bottom right, you've got press that, and if I'm on an actual digital repeater or my hotspot, I can say make a new quick call, which is group call. And if I select confirm, it asks for the radio number, so that can be the talk group. So if I said 3100, and because I said group call, it knows it's group call. I don't have to program it anything else in. I just key up and I'll be on 3100. You know, remembering that I was on Italy a minute ago. You know, whether it's disconnected from Italy. And now it's gone back to talk group 1. So I'm having this problem. If I do group call, type in the number 3100, on the first key up I'm into 3100. But if I wait a while, it disconnects. So I don't know, perhaps someone can tell me what I'm doing wrong there. But there is that facility. So look, I'm keying up, it is on 3100, and I'll wait a second or two. Next time I key up, I'm not. I mean, we know the workaround. I could go into that channel and I could go to Utilities, Program Radio, and change the transmit contact to 3100, do it that way. But it just would have been a nice quick option to go there. So I should be on 3100 now. Yeah, so I'm back on there where I started. Okay, so I hope that was a bit more in depth. I've got a contact. I've shown you Vfo mode and corrected what I said wrong on the other video. You can add a channel. So it's quite flexible when you're out and about. Okay, right, 73 2E0 UKH.